Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another backlog build and review. Let's bring the randomizer up on the screen and see what we're going to be working on today. Wonder what it could be. All right, looks like we're going to be building the classic Funwhole-Balcony theater. Stick around and see how it comes out. I'm Mighty Joe and you're watching. Hello, fellow brick lovers. Welcome back to another clicktastic episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. As the randomizer told you, today we're going to be building and reviewing a classic Funwhole set. The Balcony Theater. The Funwhole-Balcony Theater is set F9056, consists of 2,445 pieces, and is rated for ages 16 and up. This set was part of the Town Life series in the Funwhole line. Back in May, Funwhole did change their name to Lumibricks, but this was released under the Funwhole banner, and it is a multi-floor modular building, meaning that it opens up from all sides to give you so much accessibility and playability in this set. It was released November 18th, 2024. It has 20 points of light throughout the whole set and a whopping 67 printed pieces in this set. Can you imagine the size of a sticker sheet with 67 stickers? Yeah, I don't want to think about it either. So here we've got a beautiful depiction of the built set. We do have the theater marquee. We've got the beautiful lights up here and this gorgeous, clear, transparent, or translucent light up sign. Just gorgeous. And this giant billboard on the side. And this set does come complete with 8. That's right, 8 Funwhole minifigures. Taking a look at the box. The front's got that picture on it. On the side here, we've got just descriptions of the companies. And on the back, we do have a depiction of the Town Life series as it stood at time of release. We've got the Book Cafe, the Antique Store. Still waiting to get my hands on this one. That's a beauty. The Balcony Theater, and the Newsstand. So go to Lumibricks.com and you can still get some of these sets. While they are trying to clearance out a lot of the Funwhole products and bring in the new Lumibrick products, this is your chance to stock up on some of the classic products. On this side, we do have this cute picture of a gentleman throwing a bouquet up to this actress up here on the balcony. So beautiful. Now, I have seen the pictures of this set online, and the interior details are stunning. I can't wait to show you the final product. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy opened up and see what's included. All right, opening up the box, we are greeted with our instruction manuals. It appears to be that there are 2 of them. One of them significantly thinner than the other. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful printed magazine quality instruction manual. Not cheap paper. We open it up and inside we do have the classic Funwhole service card, which has all of the information needed to contact customer service if you should need to. We do have the About Funwhole, history of the company here, and 2 depictions of the Balcony Theater in day and night. Opening it up, we do have the invitation to the show, a little history here of the set, and a little storytelling going on. Beautiful, beautiful magazine. You could just, I would read a little magazine like this monthly just to see what the minifigures are up to. That's so cool. In here, we do have instructions of care for the light, what's included, your bricks, LED light kit, your brick separator, the user manual, your service card, instructions on how to load your batteries into the battery box, how to use the brick separator. All right, and then we've got some instructions on how to go ahead and open everything up and test your lights to make sure that everything works before you get started. Or as I've said before, you could be a rebel and just put it together and wait for that last click. Here we do have the 8 minifigures And it looks like we've got 2 extra torsos to hang in the coat closet. And we've got instructions on how to put everybody together. We do have several cloth skirts that are going to be part of the set. And then we get into the building of the set itself. It looks very intimidating, guys, but as I've said before, all you got to do is take it nice and slow, piece by piece, brick by brick, if you will. And you'll see here, like for example, this step right here, step number 124, takes 1 by 6 plate and a 2 by 4 plate. And it's just 4 pieces, and then it shows you on the set where to put these 4 pieces. So if you just go step by step, you're going to have no problems. A lot of people are intimidated by the Lumibricks sets, but they are super simple. If you just don't do like me and go 159, get excited, and then jump to 162 without knowing what happened, yeah, I start wondering, where'd this piece come from? Well, I missed a step. So all you got to do is pay attention, and you'll have no problems. This is going to be such a detailed set, guys. Can't wait for you to see it. And then at the back of the book, we've got the completed picture of the set, and then we've got pictures of other sets that are available. The Old West, the Retro House line, Farm Life, Steampunk World, Middle Ages. Just so many cool sets and themes to work with. And then, of course, we've got our over 2,000 pieces. Let's check them out. Now, every set that Funwhole and now Lumibricks puts out does come with a light kit for the set. This kit for this balcony theater set consists of your power cable, your battery box, safety instructions on the battery box, and then you've got 4 sets of lights for this set, as well as your customary tools, tweezers for helping to plug in the tiny connectors, and a screwdriver to open your battery box. So taking a look at everything we've got our lighting kit, our 2 manuals and service card. We've got 3 bags labeled F, which include your minifigure pieces and your specialty light bricks. You can see that there's some of them right here. Lots of minifigures in this one, guys. This is exciting. Lots of hands to snap into arms. And then over here, we've got our pieces. There we go. We have 11 steps. 11 steps. Doesn't sound too ambitious. Got 11 steps, and that consists of 37 bags. 37 bags plus this bag that includes base plates and fabrics. Those are the 2 skirts that our young ladies are going to be wearing. Can't wait to get started on this one for you guys. All right, folks, this is the unbuilt set, the classic Funwhole-Balcony Theater. Let's get to snapping and get this thing a quick review. Are you ready? Studio, studio, wherefore art thou, studio? Let's go! right, step one is complete, and you can see that we've got a nice beginning to the facade of our balcony theater with our ticket booth, our little ropes on these beautiful golden pedestals, 2 entryway doors coming around inside. We have the beginning of what appears to be a snack bar. We've got some coffee, some lemonade, and another cool drink right there. And then over here we have a little pamphlet, a little playbill for the show. And it does say Balcony Theater Workshop. Beautiful. And a beautiful tiled floor. I love the tiled floors. Look at that. Great design. So we've got a great start to our set. Let's go ahead and crack on to step number 2. Okay, so step 2 has given us a little bit more detail here. Let's take a look. First of all, I did put the set on a Mills plate. That way it can fit in the city better. I'll just need to order some tiles to put on the edges to finish it off, finish off the sidewalk. Inside, you can see that we do have some theater schedules, a poster, a shelf with a bunch of pamphlets and playbills. And then we've got this area here that currently swings out. I don't think it's supposed to swing out. I think it'll be, affixed down once I build more onto it. But we also have some cable management going on. You can see that we've got our contact plate there. We've got a line going out that way. Another line came down and went in and came around to light up these 2 boards here. On this side, it does show employee duty times and theater cleaning checklist. Kind of hard to see. Oh, there's the names of the employees. Olivia, Noah, Jacob, Amelia, Isla, Ava, and Oliver. All right, and then over here, we've got our little junction box, and it's hidden in here. I still need to see how that's going to work. But yeah, it's looking really good, folks. Without further hesitation, on to step number 3. Okay, so step 3 is complete, and that has given us some more added detail. We've got this back wall here with a poster that says Balcony Theater Workshop. Some stairs leading up on one side, stairs on the other side. And then, of course, we do have this area here, which I thought was a coat room, but it may be because there's an employee, there's employee information in there. It may be where the employees hang their jackets, because there are 2 torsos in there that are supposed to be like jackets hanging. And then we've got a list here. It looks like it says cast list. Cool. And then over here on the wall, we do have a poster, a printed piece here. And it does have 2 figures on it with a background. And of course, hanging on the wall, we have a saxophone. Saxophone. Shout out to Homer. All right, so we are getting further on in the build. Let's go ahead and head into bag 4 and see what that gives us. All right, everyone, step 4 is complete. And that has given us our beautiful marquee, along with this beautiful sign that will be illuminated. This thing is really coming along nicely, guys. Really, really, really great stuff. All right, let's keep on rocking and rolling as we head in to step 5. All right, folks, step 5 is now complete, and it has given us a cute little bar, complete with a menu on the back wall. We've got some lit studs up here, some wire cable management coming out of these sides here. Got 2 lights that'll be shining down into the lobby. And we do have some awesome posters here. Details are amazing on these sets, guys. Seriously. And then we do have a door here that will be able to swing open to the bar. So you can put a little character in there if you need to. To drink or not to drink, there's no question at Shakespeare and the bar. 50% off. Let's see. Off your second cup of wine. Ooh. Buy one, get one half off. All right, cool. All right. We are trucking along, guys. This theater is coming together. Let's go ahead and head into bag number 6. Step 6 is complete, and it has given us this beautiful window for windows. You can look in, see the back of the curtain, which is on this side. Kind of hard to see. It's a detail that's kind of hidden by this VIP bench up here. It's given us our theater seats along with a ticket for King Lear. Finished off some of the roof here. Got the main portion of the stage put in. The details in the corner. Still looking good. All right. All right. Let's get cracking with step 7. Alright guys, just a quick break into the build to go over something that I've seen a lot of people deal with the balcony theater. Right here in step number 228, it says to put the 1x2 there and the angle here. And you can see this is what we're working on, which is the upper balcony seat. So if we go ahead and assemble it as the instructions instruct us to, then this curtain piece does not fit on top because it hits the corners of those corner pieces and does not allow it to snap in. However, if you reverse the pieces and put the angles back here and these here, then the top will go on perfectly. And you don't really see that extra piece sticking out. All right. Oh, hottest seat in the house. All right, let's continue on with the build. All right, folks, step number 7 is complete, and we are really coming along here. Everything's starting to look really great. We do have our upper balcony seating here. Kind of wish there was a light in there because you can't really see. But I'm sure with the ambient lighting that we're going to have, it's going to be just fine. Then over here, of course, we're going to have our door that opens up so you can look in to the stage area. Still got our little door down here. Looks into the bar area. But yeah, it's really coming along great. All right, on to bags 8. Step 8 is now complete, and that has given us a beautiful window right here in the front of the theater, along with some cable management and some hiding of the strip wires in here that I had a little trouble with, but I managed to get them in there. As it is, they do have a problem with staying stuck when you put them on, and it's bad enough that happens, and then I had to take them off and switch sides on them because I was putting them on the wrong side. But hey, you live and learn, right? So there we go. That's how that looks. It's looking great. Looking at it from this side, you can see that we've got this pillar connected. You see the back side of the build right there. And yeah, time to head into step 9, which, if I'm not mistaken, has the most amount of bags in the build. It's going to have 5 bags. Let's get busy. Okay, step 9 is now complete. And this theater is looking amazing. You can look over into the top here. And you can see the main theater area. Looking over to the side, we've got this wall that does have the giant poster advertising the Shakespeare Festival. We've got the stage lights that have yet to be wired in. Coming around to the back, we do have just our plain facade. Over on this side over here, we've got our door, of course, that looks into the theater. Still got our door that looks into the bar, and our door that looks in to the main lobby. Very nice. Yeah, we're almost done with this one, guys. 2 steps left, 10 and 11, and we'll be ready to go to the theater. Let's keep at it. All right, step 10 is complete, and we've got a lot of wrapping up here that's been done. It's looking amazing. We've got a little flower stand down here, so you can buy flowers for the actors. Got this really nice orange sign right here. Kind of translucent, pretty cool. We got a lot of our lights hung up. Well, really all the lights that are left here we got hung up. All right. We got this cool light pole, power pole here, and a trash can. And then you can see, this guy's heavy. The light rigging right there. This thing is really awesome. I know I say it a lot, but wow. All right. We've got 1 step left, and that's to button it up with the roof with step 11. And then we'll go in for our full-fledged review. Here we go. All right, folks, that was the build. Now it's time to take an in-depth look at this classic Funwhole set from Lumibricks. Grab your ticket, grab a beverage, and meet me at the Balcony Theater. Okay, as per usual, we're going to begin this review with a look at our minifigures, and this set has eight minifigures. So let's take a look at our first character here. He's got this beautifully printed costume on. He's got his cheeks painted in with makeup for the stage. His name is Julian. He's a talented traditional discipline theater actor and loves putting shows on night after night here at the Balcony Theater. When you come to the Balcony Theater, you're likely to be greeted by Maggie. Maggie is the theater usher and also in charge of ticket sales. Got some print back there. Now, the one thing that was kind of sad was the instructional book had Maggie wearing white gloves, but there were no white hands in the set. So what I did was I went to one of my bags of extra parts, and I did have some extra hands from another set. I don't remember which set actually has a character with white hands, but I had two extra white hands. Unfortunately, they were both the same hands. So from far away, you can't tell, and it does the trick. But I really wanted to have her in the white gloves like a real theater usher. All right. Coming up next, we have Michael. Got a little pocket watch there. He's got a sweater vest, tie, and shirt. Michael is the local antique shop owner. Really nice print on that. Look at that. That's Michael. All right, and right here we have Rose. Got that little sweater on. She's got a little ascot looking thing, a little scarf. She's holding a bouquet. She does have the cloth skirt. Very nice. Rose is a septuagenarian who lives a modest, simple lifestyle and enjoys time at the theater. Now, I didn't name these characters. There was a list of their names on the internet, although it wasn't included in the actual book. So I don't know if they're supposed to be official or they're just for marketing purposes. But this is Lola. Lola's got this purple costume on. She is a rebellious punk-style actress with no formal training, but still puts on a heck of a show every week at the Balcony Theater. This character right here, with his little leather jacket, blue button-up shirt, his blue jeans, carrying a ticket for the show. His name is Liam. He's a theater lover, and he's here at the theater on his first date. Now, none of these characters are designated to be his significant other, so let's hope she shows up. Now, this right here, this is Victor. Victor's got this sweater on with an orange Funwhole shirt underneath, I'm sure. And I've got his body on backwards. That's hilarious. So let's do this. There we go. Now his arms are backwards. That's hilarious. All right, so we'll fix that. But we've got Victor here. And Victor's got the sweater on with the orange shirt underneath. Belt. Victor is a struggling actor who still holds on to his dreams despite many, many setbacks, like having his arms put on backwards. But I found that if you squeeze them really tight and you're a good builder, you can fix the arms right away. There we go. That's Victor. And finally, this is Charlie. Got a little winky face because Charlie is a broke recent graduate pretending to be a maintenance worker. He's probably pretending to be a maintenance worker so he can get in and watch the show for free. Plus, I think he may have a thing for Lola. I don't know. But that is our family of minifigures. Now let's check out the theater. All right, taking a look at our theater, It is beautifully lit, so let's go ahead and dim the surrounding light to get a better look at it. All right, that's much better. Here you can see the front of the theater. We've got a lovely stand here where you can purchase roses for the actors. We have our ticket booth and our little waiting line area. We've got our beautiful, beautiful marquee. It says Romeo and Juliet by Sunshine Theater Company. Meet me in the Balcony Theater, Shakespeare Fest, March 5th through April 8th. April 4th. And then again, Romeo and Juliet by Sunshine Theater Company. We've got this beautiful marquee up here that says Balcony, beautifully lit. Up here, we've got strip lights that are hidden in there. And the windows don't really light up too much. When you look in through there, we'll go over that in a bit, but they're kind of blocked. There's not a lot to see. We do have this beautiful Balcony Theater Workshop sign right here, kind of translucent. We've got a stand for some umbrellas right here. We've got a payphone if you should need to make a call, and a beautiful billboard that says Shakespeare Festival, Timeless Tales, Modern Magic. We've got a side entrance here to the theater, into the lobby. We've got a trash can and a pretty cool looking light pole. The back is fairly plain, which is okay because it's probably going to get butted up against another building in the city. We've got our battery box, which can be changed out to simply work with a USB cable. We've got 3 access doors here on this side of the building. We'll go over that in a minute. And just the detailing on this is just so beautiful. The gold wreath up here at the top is just beautiful with the gold top there. The printed sign says Balcony Theater. Like I said, 67 printed pieces on this set. Absolutely stunning. So let's go ahead and look at some of the features of this set, and we'll go handheld. So as I said, here you can see some of the details a little closer. We've got those hidden strip lights in there. We've got those windows. We've got the clear balcony sign. The marquee. I wish there was some strip lights that could have gone above the marquee to light that up. That would be awesome. Not complaining, just a suggestion. That's our ticket booth. And here's our doors into. I don't know if you can see in there. We've got some jackets hanging in the closet. And then over here is that translucent sign I talked about. Payphone a little closer. You can look in and see some lit signage in there. Pretty awesome. Here's the billboard with the 2 spotlights shining down on it. The roof. It's a really nice build. Absolutely breathtaking. And then coming down here, like I said, pretty plain. We've got our battery box. We've got our junction box here that slides out. And on this side, we've got several doors. Now this one opens up and shows you what I believe to be the employee lounge area. The reason I say that is there are some details in here that are kind of hard to see. But there's a theater cleanup checklist and a list of employee names down here. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see. And the thing I do like is these pictures do light up. They're little posters. So that's pretty cool. And then you can see inside to our lobby some of the wall decor. Over here, we have the theater schedule. Some beverages, little waiting area, some books and playbills, and access up to the 2nd floor. And there's the door that leads to our ticket booth. All right. Now this door here opens up to give us a look into the bar. The little bar area with a little menu. Kind of hard to see. There it is. All right. With the ambient lighting inside. And then of course we do have this printed piece here. Awesome. And then the best seat in the house right here, looking down onto the stage, is the box seat, which you might be able to see in there. Kind of hard. But there's a box seat in there. We'll get a look at that from the other side in a second. And then we got a VIP seat right here. But it's a beautiful view to be looking down onto the stage like that. Now, one of the cool features on this side of the building is that the stage itself is removable for playability. So you can slide the stage out and get a good look at the showroom. So right here you can see the box seat that I was speaking of. You can see the lit bar. You can see some posters. The ticket for King Lear. And the seating area. We've got those 4 colorful lit lights there to put ambiance on the stage. And then we've got some stage lights up here as well. Pretty darn cool if you ask me. And then, of course, the stage just slides back into place. Overall, an absolutely beautiful build. I do highly recommend it. The only problem I have sometimes is with the light strips or anything that has to be stuck with adhesive not adhering to the plastic. Here's a good example here. You can see that this light strip is starting to pull away. And then I don't know if it survived or not. Probably not. Nope, it didn't survive. There is another junction box right here. Can't get it. That should be stuck to the wall, and it's separated. But that's okay because it's hidden. But yeah, all in all, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Right now, since this is a multi-form modular building, that does mean that it comes apart as well as opening all up. Over here, you'll see that the roof itself is its own little build. Really cool. No lights on the bottom of this one because that would just drown out all the ambiance inside the showroom. Then, of course, we've got our main lobby where when you come in, you can see all of this cool stuff here. That little wire needs to be tucked away. That's where the junction box slides in and out, so that wire kind of snuck its way back in there. Then we've got the employee area over here with the extra costumes. And then, of course, the main theater part that you can also look into from the top. Really cool. All right, so now we have to see if we can put this back together. Now, the clutch power on the connector points in this is really, really good. So I can already tell you that when I was separating them to film this segment, it came apart because it stuck together and I had to do some surgery. So let's see if we can put it back on, which is going to be good because once I put it together, I'll probably never take it apart again. So let's check it out. All right, here goes. Success! So that's it, guys. That is my review of the classic Funwhole set, the Balcony Theater by Lumibricks. Really, really fun build, you guys. The quality of the bricks was excellent. The clutch power was good. Wasn't missing any pieces. I did have a few extra pieces, which is always a pleasure, so I can put in my spare parts bin. Real easy to read instructions, and just plain fun. Really had a great time with this one. And incidentally, it was the very first set I ever saw advertised on Facebook. It was either Facebook or YouTube when I came across Funwhole for the very first time. And I couldn't see myself at the time purchasing sets that were over $100. I had no idea there were so many great sales on the website. I know now, though. But that's why I started off this journey with my little chili dog trailer. And that was an affordable build, but once I built that, I was hooked, and I haven't looked back. So if you'd like to purchase your own balcony theater or any of the other sets from Lumibricks, go ahead and go to lumibricks.com or Amazon. I'll go ahead and put my affiliate links down in the descriptions below, so you can go ahead and go in there through my link. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out with a little bit of a kickback. I haven't made a lot of money on these points just yet, but I plan to, so that way I can keep rolling in and purchasing more sets. So far, other than the Western Saloon that I built, none of my sets have been sponsored. I've purchased these all myself, and I do that so that you guys can enjoy the build and the review. So go ahead, and if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. Check me out on TikTok, Brick by Brick Mighty Joe. Check out my Facebook page, and come back and see me next time, where we'll take it brick by brick. See ya!